love of all things money related, please save yourself the burden of student loan debt. Because today, on the day that I'm filming this, is not the day that you guys will see it, but on the day that I'm filming this, the student loan debt total for the United States stands at $1,655,263,501,655. It's your girl TJ back with another video, Talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Swoosh Chains and Two Swoosh Crew. You guys see what we are talking about today. We are still on the College Talks with TJ series. I am looking to bring different kind of value to my current students, soon-to-be students, prospective students, or parents who are looking into, secondary education for, their children. So that is exactly what we are going to continue to touch on. If you did not already view the previous week's video, kind of talked about the hidden cost of college. There's so much that parents and students will forget looking at college, and it's more than just the tuition and room and board. There's a lot that goes into it, so just make sure you check that video out. I will be sure to link it somewhere here. I know also that when it comes to a lot of money talks, yes, views may be down for these as opposed to you seeing some hyped shoe I have, whether it's an off-white or retro or new Nike technology. That is what it is. I believe wholeheartedly in providing this on my platform, and you know what, as your girl continues to grow, more people will be attracted to that, and it's gonna help somebody. I already had somebody say, where were you 10 years ago to help me with the whole college situation? I'm sorry, I was 19 at that point and a sophomore heading into junior year myself. I was really young, okay? I had to have my mom sign my NCAA waiver form because I was only 17 entering college when I was playing basketball. But it is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Make sure you go ahead and engage in the comment section. People that are subscribed, you know that I make sure I get back with you. You can hit the thumbs up if you want to. If you don't, I don't take it personally over here, okay? Can't please everybody. You guys are adults. What you do really doesn't have anything to do with me, all right? Just being real. And then, of course, all the information is always in the description box for the 5K giveaway. And then also for any StockX affiliate links. You know what? I appreciate all of you that are supporting me, supporting my platform, Talks with TJ, and, my connection with StockX. So greatly appreciate it. If there's ever a shoe you want on the platform, all you got to do is let me know in a comment on any of these videos, or you can actually just hit me up on IG. My IG information is in the description box too. Talking about financial aid today, and I know so many people may be super confused when it comes to that part of college. That's something that I dealt with very heavily. So I was an admission counselor, but I also dealt with financial aid. So I would actually package students, to put together their financial aid package, and then I actually had to present it to them as well. So I did a little bit of everything. It was encompassed, triple threat out here in the streets. But when it comes to financial aid, do you really know what aid is? Because seeing that packet in front of you can be very confusing. You may just see what the bottom line cost of school is, and then you may just see your total package and think, hey, let's just say it's $40,000 total for everything, and let's say it is $32,000 that you have in aid. So your parents and yourself, you may think, hey, I only have $8,000 out of pocket to pay for the year. Not that bad. Wrong. That is probably extremely wrong. There's probably a lot more that goes into your package. Now, if you even are aware when it comes to putting your financial aid package together, it's based on the FAFSA. Okay, I will go ahead and just put that full definition because it's a long one. There, just that acronym of what it stands for, but it does have to do with that free application for federal aid, and it's also how students get other assistance in terms of Pell Grants or grants through the state or the federal government. So the FAFSA, when your parents complete this, or if you complete it if you're a student yourself, it's based on the previous year's tax information. So for students that are going into school for like 2019, their FAFSA information was based on their parents' 2018 tax information, if that makes sense. And guess what? Anytime that your tax information changes, whether it's mom and dad get divorced, mom gets married, dad gets married, or anything like that, you have more kids in the household, you have less kids in the household, as years change, your FAFSA information will change too. So that means the aid that you can get will vary too. And if there is a request by magical design that you guys want to know more about that, I can always make a video on it. But specifically for aid, so you complete the FAFSA, you receive your financial aid package. Aid It's supposed to help, not hinder you, help. So we kind of need to go over what exactly is aid, okay? When we're talking financial aid, it should not be anything you're paying back. So when we're talking aid, we're talking merit scholarships. That's based on the GPA or your test scores. Those usually will come from the school, and you do usually need to maintain a certain GPA to keep those. So like I went to a private institution based on a merit scholarship. So that's where majority of my aid came from. I just needed to maintain a certain GPA all through the school, and your girl did that. Second, after merit scholarships, they can just simply be outside scholarships that you can get as well. Now you can apply for those, whether it's through a community, a community fund that may have. I mean, there are tons of different scholarships you can get, right? And those are free. That's free money you never have to pay back. Also, grants that will come through the government. So you may have heard of a Pell Grant, but there may also be other grants as well, especially if you are lower income. Then I think that work study. So work study, you don't pay that back, right? But the whole premise of work study is you work, you make that money, and then you are technically supposed to put it towards, your bill at the end of the semester or during the year. For some kids, like I didn't do that with mine. It just pretty much, it was money that I kept in my pocket to pay for everyday expenses, so my mom didn't have to worry about that. But those are the common forms of free aid, okay? Aid should be free. Aid will not include federal student loans that you see or private loans. That's not aid. And I always have to make this disclaimer, okay? I would not recommend anyone really take out student loans. I wouldn't. You can see that we are trillions of dollars in debt right now, and we are coming nowhere close to stopping that terrible bottom line right now that this country owes. In terms of student loan debt, it holds a lot of students back. There are very few professions, no matter what, that we're required you go have a degree, right? A lot of times in business, I'm gonna be very honest with you, it's not required that you would have a degree. A lot of people will catapult themselves into leadership positions in business and they don't have a degree. But when it comes to certain positions, certain crafts, yes, I get it. Okay, if you're trying to be an accountant, yeah, you sit for a CPA exam, you have to have a college degree. Engineering, if you're going to be like an actuary, if you are a doctor, a lawyer, we get those, okay? Those are the standard ones where you need those advanced degrees. They are also some of the few where they will make the right amount of income coming out of their schooling that they can actually pay back those loans in a reasonable amount of time if they don't live like a flashy lifestyle. But for most of you, no, it's gonna take a minute to pay those loans back, and in the end, they may not even be worth it. You went for a business degree, now you're working at Starbucks. That is going to be extremely depressing for you to deal with. So remember, financial aid is free money. Hopefully this helped somebody out. I said, like I said in the title, student loans are dumb. They are. I said what I said. Student loans are dumb. Parent Plus loans are dumb as well. That was one of the most watched videos from back in the day when I first started YouTube. And you guys can reference it. All you gotta do is just go down on my page and you'll find it somewhere. But let me know if this helps any of you out, please, in the comment section. Thank you for tuning in to this College Talks with TJ series.